byline times, Keir Starmer now opposes scrapping Westminster's voting system for PR in blow for reformers. Now, I've got Alan's story from Get PR Done on the call. And you, Alan, you've been campaigning for PR for quite a while, and also you must have been quite hopeful now that some of the unions have joined that campaign, and also the Labour conference voted to support PR. What's your reaction to this story that Keir Starmer is not going to go along with electoral reform?
Thank you, Crispin, for having me on the show. I'm going to try and have a little bit different tone. That I'm really sort of optimistic about where things are going, but I understand it was a woman named Ms. Driver who was on your show a couple of weeks ago who said that Labour Party expelled left are feeling like really disoriented. Their social network has crumbled. Well, the thing is, we have to all move on. You know, I'm 75 years of age. I've had personal political hurt in my life, but I've been on a dating site. I've met a wonderful new partner. Like, it's time to move on in our lives. And I think that the Labour left, ex and former expelled, needs to move on as well. And I was just looking before I came on here, we did a meme a little while ago about that other Keir Hardie, the first leader of the Labour Party, was very much in favor of PR. And so, as you said, the unions. So I'm really kind of quite optimistic. Our group here, we're out campaigning. We gave out 4,000 copies of this leaflet last weekend at the Extinction Rebellion big event. We have this campaign, fair pay, fair voting. So things are like, yeah, most of the country wants PR. 61% of Labour supporters are in favor. So I think things are actually, yeah, I know, I'm no samurai, I can assure you, but I think that there's lots of possibilities to campaign, to get forward. Let's learn from the suffragettes. They went out there and said, we want votes for women 100 years ago. They went out and campaigned. We can also get PR as a campaign which the left should be endorsing. Because what PR means is that all votes are equal. It doesn't matter where you live, whether you're deepest shires up here in Sheffield, wherever, that votes are all equal. And then that the votes that are cast result in this proportional number of seats. So for example, if there was a left party in this country, they might get, first time out, maybe headed by Zara Sultana or Clive Lewis or something like this, they might get 6% of the vote, first time out in 2029 or something. That would mean 6% of the vote would mean 6% of the seats in the House of Commons. That would be like, what, 36, 38 left-wing MPs in a left party, and that's what PR is all about. Every vote counts. So
no,
yes,
but can I just come in, because I know that it would be beneficial to people on the left because there'd be more of a voice if we had more MPs. But if Keir Starmer is not going to support it, and we have a two-party system, etc., it's frustrating for you, isn't it? You're not going to get that through Parliament unless we do, like you're talking about the suffragettes. Are you suggesting that we take a more violent form of protest on this?
Well, I mean, I don't want to get into sort of just stop oil. You know, I think there's lots of tactics that can be used. We're talking about some number ourselves right now. But yes, the thing is that Keir Starmer said a few words on the platforms. I was there back in January 2020, you know, votes aren't counting. Yeah. But actually, for some number of years now, we in the pro-PR movement, or our group, Get PR Done, have not been counting on Keir Starmer to come through sort of by himself. But actually, you know, people said, oh, Boris Johnson will never resign. He had to resign because the pressure built up. And so I'm quite optimistic that if we really get a big movement out there, that in fact, there's only two parties in this country that are the leadership that are still supporting this system that was created in the 1880s. 1880s, first past the post got created. And now the Lib Dems, the Greens, the SNP, Plaid Cymru, all these parties support PR. And so does the membership of the Labour Party. And so, in fact, we're putting out, I sent you a meme that we did. I don't know if you want to use it.
I'll show it to everyone. Here's the meme. It's effectively saying that the two sides, the two main parties are not helping out on this at all, and the elective dictatorship says so. Yeah.
You see, I'm not saying,
not deflated anyway.
Oh, no. We're sort of a bit like the guerrilla fighters of the pro-PR movement. We go out there and just sort of raise hell, and we only care about one thing, and we don't care about what party. We're for voters. And this system we've had since the 1880s is for parties, and only for two parties. It creates a duopoly. And that's why if we get PR, then we could, in fact, have a left party that actually would have some kind of a clout in Parliament. And actually, I think it would improve the Labour Party. Because
can I just come in, because I've got it. I'm just wondering, would you think that voting Labour is a good strategy if you want PR, or would you suggest voting for one of the other smaller, the Greens or the Lib Dems or something?
Well, our group is a cross-party group. We have Lib Dems, Greens, people from Plaid Cymru. This is our group. We're for voters. I do think that if there was a hung Parliament, then the chances of PR getting through in the next Parliament would be better. Bluntly, if Labour got 450 seats, I know what Rachel Reeves and Keir Starmer would say, just like Tony Blair said. Labour in 1997 promised electoral reform. Well, they did so well in 97 that they, in fact, suddenly it didn't happen.
Yeah.
In Canada, I just believe there's some idea out there that PR, supporting PR, is some sort of only for geeks. It's not a thing that can really appeal to people. Well, I'm from Canada. I've lived here 30 years. But in the 2015 election in Canada, Justin Trudeau went on, and his party was in third place then from the Liberals. He said, this will be the last election in Canadian history that is based on first past the post. What happened? Not only because of that promise, Justin Trudeau became the prime minister. Now, I admit that 2 years later, he sort of ripped up back just like Tony Blair did.
Oh, there we go again.
But the fact is that people out there, they're alienated. They hate this political system, this political culture. I don't count. My votes are wasted. Like 192 seats in Parliament have not changed hands since the end of World War II. What an indictment. It's like stagnant. It's like you're going to bring out the dinosaurs. And so I'm quite optimistic. There's a lot of people out there. This is our best chance to get PR done, and we're campaigning like hell.
Well, I'm pleased that you're not deflated by Keir Starmer, because that's a horrible feeling to be deflated by him. Thank you, Alan.
Okay, fine, Crispin. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.